Cuckoo Kanchu. I am the Moon Knight, and I'm here with my and fellow inmates at the asylum, Melissa and Amy Lester.
Hello. I need to go find my sister. She was here, and then she vanished. I swear there really is two of us.
She doesn't have a sister.
Yes, I do.
If you look down below, one of the orderlies, Marania.
Hello, everyone.
Back to herding cats, right?
And we don't know if he's really here. He could not be here, but I think it's Eric Breen.
I'm going to quote Bob Dylan now.
Yes.
There's got to be some kind of way out of here.
Well, I could quote another song. I think it's like, I forget the name of the band, but it's Clowns to the left of me, Jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Steelers Wheel.
Steelers Wheel. I thought so.
Jerry Rafferty.
You sure it's not Steely Dan?
Yes,
no,
sure
that's reeling in the years.
Yeah, GTFO with that, will you? Jeez. Of course, you're not. What are you? 39? Yeah, it's still 11 years before you're allowed to like them. So we'll make allowances.
You know, I was jamming to bread earlier.
Yeah.
No, Moon Knight. You were putting jam on your bread.
Oh, it's nice that way. Especially if you toast it first. The bread, not the jam. I've never had much luck toasting jam.
Moon Knight. If the blacksmith wins, kiss New York City goodbye.
New York
City goodbye.
Yes, starring everybody's favorite blue-eyed ting.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
There we go.
Good evening, Mr. Sharp. Do you get paid overtime by working so late?
Huh?
I don't know if it's gonna. It goes.
There are shadows cast across lives. And by the way, I interpreted that line, working so latte. Latte is a kind of coffee, which I never get.
Yeah, because Carl's still on break.
That's the lunar god Khonshu Gesundheit
Bless you.
has shaded the life of the adventurer Mark Spector. And now this warrior in white. Zach's happy. Acts in kind as he alters the very existence of others by casting his own
Shadows of something.
Shadows of the Moon, I think.
Shadows of the Moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Normally it shows the whole thing. Why, Liam Sharp?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Having
Yum,
tacos.
yum, yum.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, if you're not too busy.
Yes.
Well, hey, excuse me. I'd like to know, what is a hired killer for that scum bushman doing skulking around a construction site at dusk without a hard hat?
You know me? How is that?
Wikipedia. It hardly matters. What does concern me is how he returned illegally to the United States, and I want to know why, senor.
That cape hit some up.
It's impossible. Everyone who knows me is out of the country or they're dead.
Fear now drives the killer called Liam Sharp. For a terrifying thought crosses his mind. What if Carl doesn't bring him coffee either?
Yeah, I want my coffee.
Then he'll be dead on his feet.
That's right. As the figure in white glides on a billowing cape. Is this a platypus?
Get away, or I'll make certain you're dead.
Pew, pew, pew.
No, think straight. This ain't no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Exactly.
I don't
even
know
if you
how he
were-
got on to me, but I'm betting he can die. Wait a minute, he can't die because I'm not playing him.
I'm waiting for you, Sharp. You can't escape me.
Yeah.
I'm an elevator. You're already as low as anyone I know.
Hmm.
He's eating something. Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom nom.
I'm not. Ah, you know me, but you'll never learn what's going on. What's going on? Masked man, you sentence yourself to death by trying to find out.
That's the most casual elevator riding I've ever seen. Like, yeah.
Oh, well, there's little freight elevators.
That's your third taco.
Yeah.
Don't get any more.
No more.
Look at this pixel fingers.
No more chocolates? What was that, Eric?
Look at those pixel fingers.
On his left hand,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he couldn't fire the gun with that hand. The finger wouldn't fit in there.
Yeah.
Not a chance. He'd have to just throw the gun at him, like kind of like that.
His arm a blur. His fingers pixel-sized.
Mm-hmm.
The Moon Knight sends his crescent rolls whistling unerringly
Ooh, that's cool.
through the dart as someone pokes the belly of the Pillsbury Doughboy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Towards the shiny weapon of death.
Ah, my hand.
And the gun falls right back on his head. Ow!
Well, if it swells up enough, it'll match his left.
Yes, it will.
Sharp, don't reach back or you'll not have a balanced island. Sharp. Stretch up, man. Grab my cape. Grab it.
No. No.
You're now street Mexican pizza.
Oh no. No. And actually, he's doing that. He's actually doing it. Splat.
Sorry, I got stuck.
Yeah.
We're glad you got it.
Your Aki got stuck?
I did.
Ow. So he's kind of like
He's-
yoinks in
A
a way.
second.
Yeah.
That is
He
how
missed it.
close the Moon Knight came to halting Sharp's fall. Well, he didn't feel it because he broke his neck on the first story that he fell.
Yeah. When he hits the girder.
He hit it again.
Yeah.
A second is all it takes for flesh and bone to yield to riveted steel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like, damn, son of a bitch,
Kind of like that. Ow, ow.
A second is all the time it takes to die.
That's why I'm playing Sean. I get it.
He exploded at the end.
So
Well,
also some bad character die.
may I just say to you, Maranya,
Yes.
duh.
Yeah.
It looks like you got
Well,
a
real often I've had character die, so I got complacent.
And you-
That
well,
was
you
my
know,
bad.
you haven't croaked off in days.
I know.
Soon, the Moon Knight is surveying a late night crowd that is gathered below.
Look at all those NPCs.
Oh wow.
I know,
Yeah.
Hello, NPCs.
Arania knew she'd end up like this when she chose to join this reading tonight.
Yep.
But I didn't want this to happen before I learned what she was doing here.
Yeah.
Was he
Yes.
doing shots? I heard he was doing shots. He was drunk, I tells you.
That's why he fell off the thing.
He was no hard hat. He was pushed. Somebody call 911.
But Gora,
There you go.
no need to call anyone. Now stand back. There's a hurricane coming.
Uh-oh.
And if you saw anything, speak up now.
Is that guy? That guy's not suspicious at all in the foreground.
No.
I didn't see it happen, but I'm seeing something now. Look, there's somebody up there.
It's the Moon Knight.
But does he like him?
Yeah.
Darn it, I've been spotted. I'm now a Dalmatian.
Or a leopard.
Mhm.
Actually, no, black and white spots would be a Dalmatian. You're right.
There's nothing more I can learn here. So,
His John Gaunt gauntleted hand reaches upward into the dark. And suddenly the agent of the avenging moon rises into the gloom on his way to Munden's bar.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at it! He's just floating away.
Points for anybody that got that reference.
I sort of did.
That was the bar in Cynosure where Grim Jack hung out when he wasn't being Grim Jack.
Is that a comic?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool.
Good old Frenchie. He kept the silent choppa, hovering right over target.
Silent?
The target dog.
To the crowd, it seems as if the mystery figure is borne on night winds.
Not moves.
Because the crescent flying machine is as silent as the coffee maker is when Carl's in.
Honestly, I want to point out that this crowd is more like a Laker crowd. They're purple, now they're yellow.
Mm-hmm.
We've come to a dead end, Frenchie. Literally. Ever since we started tracking Bushman's ex-henchmen, I knew a few were involved in some monstrous plot. I thought we had the key tonight with Sharp.
Sharp key.
Oh, oui, Mac. Sharp. He escaped, no?
If you look closely, you can see parts of him everywhere down there.
Yeah, he's street pizza.
If you call following 3.5 stories and smashing your skull while you're going, damn it, and then smashing your skull on that pavement, escaping, then yeah, he escaped. Permanently.
Yeah.
Head for home. We have some thinking to do.
Oui, Mac.
And you have some explaining to do.
By the way, Mark, do I still like the ladies in this book?
You do, because this is not 2000s.
Whew.
Oh,
Charlie Houston.
I was trying to see who it was. It's
that's like that's an Irish cop.
It's
Bagora. Okay, you people. The party's on the way to the morgue. There's nothing more to see unless you look at the blood splatters there from where he hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's midday now, so that's good.
Time to go to the bar.
Okay. That's the
I
kid.
got it. The guys would never believe me if I told them they're actually seeing Moon Knight, but I got it.
Douglas's dad.
Who's the dad?
He's
I
a
don't
detective.
Detective.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's you, Marania.
Douglas. My God, what are you doing here?
I think I've got a stapler. That doesn't make sense. This is camera? Maybe it's a camera.
It's a moon stapler.
A moon stapler. Cool.
Oh, it's
And
a
I got a
camera.
sticker.
It's a Polaroid. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
A weird drawing.
Dad, I was headed home, and then I saw him. I saw the Moon Knight, and guess what? I got my photo with my Polaroid. See?
How is that a Polaroid? I don't even want to know.
I don't know.
That was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It's tiny.
Young man, you get home this instant. You know the rules about being home on time. And you also know how I feel about costume vigilantes.
I wonder how he likes Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Dad, I got a photo. I got a photo of Moon.
I will not repeat myself. Give me that picture and get home now.
Wow, it's like we're watching one of those things. If your dad's beating you, call 911.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
It's like
Detective Stephen Mills of New York Homicide.
New York Homicide.
New York Homicide holds deep and strong convictions to his job and to his family. It is unfortunate that the former overshadows the latter.
I'll see you, Dad. Later. I could have sold that to JJJ for probably like 25 cents or something.
At least.
Ironically, Moon Knight's going out there killing people, and he only wants photos of Spider-Man. Figure that out.
Huh. Right, that's no way that was big enough. That Polaroid little thing wasn't big enough to make that big a crumple, so.
Yeah.
Elsewhere.
Ah, yes. Take her down, Frenchie. It's time for the night of reflection before we decide on our next plan of action.
Action.
I never noticed that. I have a dream house. It's purple and yellow. It's like what the heck?
It's kind of weird, yeah.
And then there's my shed where I torture people.
Mm-hmm.
Or keep gardening supplies. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're at a different building?
Yep.
Oh, okay. There.
Now we're at your crummy little home.
Okay. It's
Well,
just
that's
not
a nice
fair.
little home.
It is nice. You just feel sorry for.
Very, very, very fine house.
Yeah, it
With
is.
2
It's
cats
not
in the yard.
Aw.
See,
And
Life
it's
used
added
to be
to
so
the-
hard. Now everything is easy because of you.
That's right.
And
Dang
at
it.
the suburban home of Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah.
It's just not fair. Dad's just jealous. That's all. Moon Knight's the best crime fighter there is.
Oh no, look at that.
Those are pretty weird drawings, but that's what we figure he looks like.
Wait a second. His dad took a photo from him, but lets him have his room wallpaper with Moon Knight.
Watch what's gonna happen.
Come on, Doug.
Mhm.
Watch what's gonna happen.
Spoilers.
I bet Moon Knight had solved any crime before those New York cops could, and
Is that the father?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Douglas, about Moon Knight. The men who legally fight crime in this city are police officers, young men, not cops.
Dad,
Quiet. No back.
Quiet, Gene. Sorry.
Douglas,
Douglas,
you'll listen and you'll listen well.
that's not how hands work. You don't. Oh, well, anyway, next drawing.
Here we go. If it takes drastic action to teach you respect for the law and your father, then drastic action it will be.
Okay, I guess I get to sing Poor Unfortunate Souls next.
Yes.
Rip.
Yeah. These calm down. No more hero worship of these costume adventurers who take the law into their own hands. Here, and no pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, maybe if cops could do their job, they wouldn't visualize what exists.
Thought, so Spider-Man.
And there is a rending of more than paper as Detective Mills, a huge dick, and a relationship is now forever. Did I get you?
Yeah, you got me.
Yes! Is
Rip
now
torn?
forever torn.
Where the rip torn?
Mm-hmm.
Elsewhere, other hands destroy a printed image of Moon Knight. But the reasons here are far from fatherly frustration and concern.
Mister, get in here.
Oh, dear Lord, what is it?
His name is Alexander Latimer, and he is rich
And that.
and fat. Did we mention he was fat? And are we allowed to say fat? Who cares? He's
Hey, they still say
fat.
it.
And the shadow of power and, well, let's be
And
honest,
Twinkies.
the shadow of his walk-in refrigerator
Yeah,
has enveloped him.
Did somebody say Christopher Walken?
yeah. Oh,
No.
no.
Have you heard about Shop's demise, Mitchell?
Okay, that's you, Amy.
Oh, I'm doing Mitchell?
You're,
okay.
you're the brown suit guy.
What's good for him? Is he
It's tough.
tough?
Hey,
He's
the-
kind
the-
of tough.
Hey, yeah, Mr. Latmer's tough.
The same moon which earlier lit scenes of death and discord now casts its silver brilliance on this sprawling Connecticut estate.
Is this still
Yeah.
us?
I don't know.
Okay, it is. Okay, I was just like, it just showed that.
Okay,
Life of the
now
rich and famous.
I know, right?
I'm Robin Leach.
Okay, the left side is your Cartman guy. The right side.
I'm speaking here. Tough? You fool. If I'm more than merely tough. Suffer your forces us to completely change plans. Now we're out to kill Kyle and Kenny.
But not
Yeah,
Franklin.
but what's the beef? Sharp. No, is he Italian? I guess.
Yeah,
Sharp.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Sharp didn't tell that creep in the white suit nothing.
Where's the beef? It's at Wendy's.
That's right. Hey. I checked. Everything's under the construction site intact. All the instruments say so.
Nevertheless, we still need someone to suck the detonator.
Uh-oh.
Hey, worry not, Mr. Latimer. I'm not your right-hand man because I'm stupid. Well, anyway, I have an alternative plan all figured. A plan that includes alternate personnel. And our first replacement for Sharp is the guy called Blacksmith.
There is monstrous evil afoot in this setting of moonlit beauty, and the new pivotal point of the execution of that evil is this man.
They're talking about me. I know it.
His ears turned red.
Yes, you're right. Yes, they're talking about me and Moon Knight.
Hmm.
This is Zach Smith.
Interesting drawing.
And he tenses as he thinks back to his time in the state's correctional facility before he was let out to make room for protesters.
Hey, you're something else, you know, Blackie. If it ain't working out with them waits they're waiting about the Moon Knight guy.
He interests me, Joe. I admire his techniques.
Is this the same dude from before?
I don't know, but if it is, I'm gonna start reading him as Irish.
Yeah.
Look at
But
that
that
mustache.
that facial hair.
That's Italiano. Yeah, I know some inmates what hate his techniques, because that's exactly what put him here.
He's not Italian. He's
Yeah.
Irish. He's got the mutton chops.
Mutton chops are Irish, or Italian too. Right. Ancora.
Oh no. Oh no.
Blacksmith remembers how
Forgot how to do push-ups.
you tell him that. Blacksmith recalls the time when a disembodied voice told him he was doing his push-ups wrong.
Well,
It
they were
began
drawing.
an obsession, falling over him, filling his idle time with new ways to do push-ups.
Sorry, Blacksmith.
He uses great cunning, physical prowess. And most of all, the Moon Knight creates an image and countenance enhanced by awesome weapons and a striking uniform.
Wait, I got awesome. I came to play. Sorry. Green.
Blue Smith, that's what we're calling him now because he's
Yep.
blue,
That's right.
remembers how he trained himself and steeled his emotions against such things as and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
But Blackie, we was gonna make a break out of here together. We were gonna have a sweet romance over an Irish pub.
Blacksmith goes alone.
Hmm.
It's possible he was just kind of mean.
What a crazy turn of events. Betrayed by the man I love.
but most clearly he recalls his invention in the prison's metal shop. He secretly constructed the self-heating super hot forceps.
Oh no.
Hot. It's hot.
Wait, it's a guard, so he's got BR.
Peculiar!
Frog.
The same forceps that burning through an unsuspecting Irish guard's neck assured Bluesmith's escape.
Mm-hmm.
He is blue.
Oh no, unnecessary
I know, but
zooming.
to see more unnecessary zooming, go check out The Batman Strikes.
A reputation must be earned, so employment was found with Fatimer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm Big Brown. Leave me alone. I've been hearing exceptional report about you, blacksmith. So, but I got a question though. Blacksmith, but you're what? I'm
And he wears a
sensing
yellow
some
shirt.
confusion here. Anyway, everything was so exceptional that I'm sending you and Morris. He doesn't have a cool name about it.
Morris the cat.
But I hear you guys are going on a real special assignment that you possibly may not come back from, but I'm totally sure that you will.
Mm-hmm.
Blacksmith works alone.
Just pretend he's not there. I'm paying you handsomely.
You don't see me.
John Cena?
Yes, I will be John Cena.
Why did we
So
hire John Cena?
Did you? You don't know.
You see him?
Mhm.
I have my hammer, my forceps. I have no need of such a weakling such as Morris.
You misunderstand. I don't care if you hammer all over this land. You're
Mhm.
working with him. Well, I recognize your talent. It is Mr. Morris, who's familiar with the mechanism secreted under the Manhattan construction site.
Here,
Right,
man,
go on.
yeah, construction site.
Did I just hear an echo?
Mm-hmm.
You are going to protect him in case this moonlight fella reappears.
Moonlight.
There is an echo.
Oh my God, my friends, I'm dying.
Part of his head just dislodged from his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the moonlight is. What, you have tongs in your belts?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no salad tossing here. Hey, I know how you've admired him. If you destroy him, you'll have proven that you are your world's greatest adventurer.
Moon Knight's destruction shall be my final test. Are you coming, Mr. Morris?
It's all see you.
He hasn't said anything yet.
I know. I'm just letting her.
Oh, okay. Oh, he still hasn't said
And
anything.
after Blacksmith and Morris leave,
Now that they're gone, I reveal my true self. I am JBL in a fat suit.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly believe that I would actually agree with a foreign power. When they suggested I put up funds for a new building only to hide the fact that I am near the nuclear bomb in the tunnel below.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Yes. When the bomb goes off, the entire island of Manhattan goes with it.
Ooh.
Finally, they will cure all the crime in the city.
In the city?
That'll do it. Oh my gosh, that's a really pink cigarette. Okay. And since the bomb is underneath the New York Telephone Exchange, the whole East Coast communication grid will be wiped out.
Oof.
Leaving us to do the one thing that Goldfinger couldn't do: steal all the gold.
Mhm.
And yes, a U.S. ride for a disastrous attack while we head west with the promise of $1 billion in gold.
Oof.
Along the way, we'll stop at a Wawa. I'll get a sandwich and we'll go to the Waffle House and then to Denny's.
Yeah, their gobblers during Thanksgiving time are really good.
Now, who's called a gobbler?
The Wawa sandwich. The Wawa gobbler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's talking?
That's
Oh,
you.
I think he's still man. I could tell.
That's you for.
Hurry! We must prepare for our departure.
Mm-hmm.
What's the rush? The bomber won't go off for a week after Morris and Blacksmith set the detonator tomorrow.
Wrong. We've changed our schedule. The moment Morris makes the proper connection, the French connection,
The Rainbow Connection?
we, the blacksmith, and the citizens of Manhattan City
Manhattan City.
Manhattan City?
will be a pile of atomic dust.
Wow.
Did you ever think maybe we're kind of bad guys?
Screw you, Kingpin. I'm the new one.
Quite early next morning, warns Yvonne, at the mansion of Stephen Grant.
Ah, yes, solid steel.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that moves.
Oh, God, Steven. Have you been in here all night?
Avoiding you, Marlene.
You saw Chuck Norris's infomercial for that.
Most of it, Marlene. That incident with Sharp has had me thinking. I can't figure out what he's doing there last evening.
Well, the papers this morning are full of that story and some articles about Spider-Man. He looks like a menace. Anyway, and you were lucky, is all I can say.
That Spider-Man guy, he owes me money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is a menace. He didn't
He
take the
is.
hubcaps, did he?
We never had copcats to begin with.
Oh,
But when we did, he would take them.
you're probably right.
But what do you mean, lucky?
Well, it seems that Moon Knight's reputation is pretty good. The police know that Sharp was a crook and fairly certain that Moon Knight didn't murder him outright. But there's a Detective Mills who told the press you'd be run out of town if he could. He has this thing against vigilantes, as he puts it. Oh, by the way, I stopped by the lockbox and it was stuffed with these reports from people I've never heard of.
These are my aunt friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, reports. Yeah. They're what I've been praying for. Let me see them.
there you go.
Hmm.
Yeah, my, what a leap. Too bad you don't leap after a certain cold and lonely lady I know.
Well, Jessica's busy right now. I'd go see her. Then there's Stephanie. Then there's...
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, don't sulk, Marlene. I shall make it up to you. I promise. Scout's honor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Now let me look at my notes and adjust the decimals here. Is averaging.
Mm-hmm.
Maintaining that lockbox as a drop-off point for my certain informers who owe us some favors. Yes, they all owe me money. Was a good idea. It seems that those informers learned who was employing Sharp. Yo, get ready, Frenchie, to chop the fries tonight. Our destination is the state of the one Alexander Latimer.
Oui, Mac. I have heard of this big bone demur. He is a heavy eater, is he not?
Mm-hmm.
Involved in design of buffets.
It's a good business.
Buffets sound good right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
But you are right, my aunt friend. But informers say he's developing something else of late. Seems as if Fatima has hired a wholesales
Take bound.
clutch of unsavories or some unknown work. We fly at dusk.
While Moon Knight prepares to depart, Detective Mills is already moving in the city.
Oh, city.
Yes, hey.
Or to be precise, beneath the city.
Beneath the city.
Hey.
The city. And why is this tunnel being dug between that building under construction and the one across the street? Headquarters records showed that Sharp was a terrorist, and he was spotted near the covering of this passage. This tunnel's crude, not part of the building plans at all. It runs parallel over the subway line and must lead somewhere for some reason.
Watch out for Jared.
Mills senses the shadow across his life, even in the darkness.
I've got to keep my mind on my work. I can't let Doug's blind admiration like Alicia of some dangerous super freaky, yow, keep tearing me up. I've got to see if there's a connection between this place and Sharp. My God, there's an opening here. I'm falling to the subway tracks below. Ah!
There is a rumbling,
Ooh.
a stumbling, a bumbling.
No!
Choo-choo, Karma!
No! That guy number 2?
2 in one night.
6:24 p.m. Dun, dun.
Ding.
Yes, this is Patricia Mills. Who? Oh, Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips? Well, that's a bust. Hey, Mom!
In the back of his young mind, Douglas Mills has always feared this call. And though he has been at odds with his father, he never wished for this.
Mm-hmm.
He hears the long silence of his mother and the quiet sobs
Of relief.
shadows of a darker kind descend.
Dark shadows.
This is not a Dan Curtis production.
Someone from the force will be over for us soon. Her father was struck by a subway car.
A subway car? No, he was investigating that guy Moon Knight was after.
Moon. Oh my Lord, Douglas, is that all you could think about? Even now?
But Mom, you can't believe Dad died by accident. No, Dad.
I don't care how he died. All I know is he's gone, and there's no way to bring him back.
Mom, I've got to go out by myself. I know Dad didn't get killed by accident. He must have learned something about that guy. But how can I prove it? Hey, can you take me into Manhattan?
Yo, you got the dough. I'm ready to go.
The evening rush hour now past. The big yellow taxi eases into the traffic flow of the great city.
To the
Great city! As streaks of dust crawl across the sky.
Oh, I know who could help me. The Moon Knight. If only Dad were alive, I'd make him see what a great crime fighter he is. But how can I? Oh, hey, Mister, take me to the Baxter Building.
Am I getting paid for this?
Yeah, I got money. I got $5, $6, $7, 28 cents.
Is that a lot of money back now?
Was that money back now? I'm not sure.
Simultaneously,
Well, you're putting quite a bit of faith in the words of informers, aren't you?
Call it a hunch. Or call it the old hunch. Marlene, but I feel I have to move fast. even though we have no hard evidence. But there's a promise of an Irish pub on the other side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. Bring me some bangers and
I'll confront this Fatima, and perhaps the visage of the Moon Knight will induce him to reveal more.
Silently, the copter splits the dark.
Reggie, north to northwest to Connecticut.
North by Northwest.
Oui, Mac. Can we stop by the wheat fields first? I want to chase somebody.
You always want to chase somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Far less mysterious happenings are transpiring at the world-famous Ted Baxter building,
Mm-hmm.
New York headquarters.
New York headquarters.
Of the superheroic Fantastic Four.
Oh, it's him! It's the Thing! He's the head muscle!
How could he be so sure it's him?
Well, who else do you know who's tall and dark and orange?
Donald
Trump.
Well, maybe at that.
Either way, this is going to be cool.
There's Alicia.
Do not let them upset you, Ben, dear.
Hey, upset me? Heck no, Alicia, baby. Them's my admiring public. Let them glare. It ain't every night they get to see the flashiest couple this side of Prince Chuck and Lady Di coming in from an early dinner on the town. Heck.
That's right. We're the admiring publics where admiring is a pleasure.
Long as they don't ask for no handouts,
Mr. Thing?
me and my big yapper.
Oh, he's got long hair now.
You doesn't have to call me Mister. You doesn't have to call me the Thing.
Ben, you big jackass. He sounds in earnest.
Sorry, kid. What's your problem? Superheroine's my game.
I'm Doug Mills, Detective Mills' son. I need someone to continue his investigation. Someone good. Can you help me find
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Or the Moon Knight? Or no, Batman would be out of town.
Someone good to do some investigating? Moon Knight. The noive of some people. Moon Knight. This is FFHQ. Check out Adventures Mansion if you're looking for one of them second raters. They all hang out over there. Cheese and crackers.
I've never seen Alicia with that long hair before.
Yeah,
I think that's the only time you ever see it because usually it's short.
yeah. How'd that little squirt get in here in the first place? I think them so-called security men let him in just to rile me up.
Ben, there was no excuse for your abominable behavior.
Come on, baby. We have to deal with autograph-seeking kids all the time, and sometimes they rub me the wrong way.
You will not have to worry about being rubbed tonight. If you had listened, you would have heard him say he wanted help and that he was the son of that detective who was killed earlier. Yeah. I knew I should have stayed with the surfer.
Yeah. Christ, that's right. I think I got killed a few times too. Baby, even with bum peepers, you see better than me sometimes.
Why do you think I'm still with you, you gargoyle?
Hey.
What are you going to do?
Do what the kid asked. Back in my piloting days, I was a radio man. I don't know how to contact Moon Knight, but I figure if I blanket the city on all bands, someone who does know him will relay the message. Calling Moon Knight. The Thing calling Moon Knight.
across the airways of the city.
The city.
The plea goes out, and radio operators ponder the strange radio message and wondering if this is a radio clash.
Mm-hmm.
But no one knows how to relay it to its intended recipient, but it matters not. Mick,
Ugh.
I was just on my way back from Sayrol. I am receiving a most peculiar message across all open channels.
Number 5?
You realize I'm still in the copter. There's no way you went to say without me. Now pipe it in, Frenchie, and let's give it a listen.
I was in Sayrol before I picked you up.
In Cowan Moon Knight. Seems as if a detective was killed by the D train on their 50th Street tonight. And his kid says he was investigating that bird you tangled with yesterday. Came pleading for you to help him. You hearing me, MK? 30.
Is MK here?
Moon Knight.
Is it? Okay. The detective was killed some blocks from here. See, I think that was a Frenchie.
No, it's putting it at Moon Knight's hand.
All right. Well, it's also his book. Okay, Frenchie, let's take a look.
Oh my goodness, what a drawing.
Shadows merge and become as a solid mass. The city is enshrouded. No, it's not. Enshroud's not in this book.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Moon Knighted. And night and shadows claim one and all.
The dark shadows.
And he tripped someone.
Deep within the dark shadows. Look, he's still falling. Ah!
Another guy.
Oh.
He is.
Regrettable. I have yet to perfect my burning forceps to dispatch a victim before he cries out.
He's just running off.
No doubt his final scream will bring other guards to this point. We must make haste, Mr. Morris. You big fool! They're swarming toward us from all directions.
Hey, this is the police investigation area, and
Be warned, Mr. Morris. Men who call Blacksmith Fool can be dispatched as easily as this pair. Just keep everyone away from the hidden tunnel so I can finish up. You. At long last, we meet face to face.
I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah.
More or less.
It also seems as if I'll have to get past you before I get to learn what your little hand friend is so anxious to finish up. Correct, my hand friend?
Long has Blacksmith awaited this day. This moment shall prove just who is the governor. Vonk. I shall not fear you. I shall conquer you by your own methods.
I don't know you, pal. Pal. Why not let me pass and we'll get acquainted later? I'll buy you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better deal.
You mock me. You shall make me hate you instead of admiring you.
Oof, he's a powerhouse. I must take him wildly. And what's that he's saying about admiring me?
ooh.
The sound of flesh upon flesh echoes through the Steve Canyons.
Mm-hmm.
Each lithe move of the Moon Knights countered by cat-like motions of this powerful assailant. The winner gets coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
For a moment, I thought he was going to say Steely Dan cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's as if he knows where I'm going to move next. Oh,
I love he thinks and then he says
Yeah, it's kind of redundant.
You know, do you not? You know why I alone can stand up to you.
It's because you're the flavor of the week. This is your 15 seconds of fame. You must have made a study of me, spent hours training yourself to emulate me.
Then you should also know why I shall be your governor.
I'm the one wearing white. I will be the governor. Thank you very much.
I have learned all there is to know of the Moon Knight. I know you and your methods. So you shall fall, for you know nothing of the blacksmith. The advantage is mine.
You're wrong. I saw that burned throat of the guard back there. And I've observed your fuel tank that must power a heat weapon.
No, your crescent dart. It has severed the fuel tank tube.
Oh no.
It is escaping too rapidly. It's going to...
Quick, Ronnie, take over.
Ah, woo!
there you go.
Reverberations briefly rattle the steel structure. Moments later, there is a silence, save for distant voices of men racing to learn the reason for this disturbance.
I almost gave Marani all the people that died.
All the people who died.
Mm-hmm.
But for the moment, they shall find no movement here. And no movement at the coffee machine.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little parched. For the action is moved several feet below the building under construction.
Wait, what's this? A cup of coffee. Too much cream.
There he is.
That's the guy Blacksmith was protecting. Good thing I managed to dive in here before Blacksmith's tank blew. How unfortunate. Now to see where he's going and how he seems to know that a tunnel was being dug from this building to the one next door. Maybe his first name's Douglas or Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that light. It's coming from the subway tunnel below this one. That hole looks as if it was put there for the express purpose of trapping anyone who found this place. Like Detective General Mills, for instance. And that little guy avoided it like he knew it was there.
Because he knew Jared was there. Whoops.
The tunnel's getting bigger and
Leon's getting larger.
it's a giant nuclear device.
Or like a big lemon.
Oh, yeah. This is the big guy.
You shall make no move, Knight of the Moon. As I know how you value life, even a small one, I once again hold the advantage.
I'm impressed that you still have a life of your own to value. Blacksmith.
I did as you. I moved with great speed. Offered no resistance. Let the blast to the blast. Offered no resistance to the blast and let it carry me.
Moon Knight! It is you! Don't let him stop you! He can't hurt me! What? He can't?
That boy. He must be the detective's son.
He's got a chicken for a right hand.
He does! Like, nothing bad, nothing worse than this can happen! My hand's a chicken!
You moron! Get out of here! You can't know of the danger here. This is the danger zone.
We took the highway?
Get out of here, chicken hand!
Whee! I know these creeps had something to do with my dad getting killed.
Hey!
You're hurt worse than you thought, Blacksmith. If a boy can escape your grasp.
I let him run.
Or are yours name really Jared?
I let him run. It is not my way to hide behind a youth.
Plus the chicken
What's
head.
a ute?
And
Department of Ute.
the blacksmith can get the heebie-jeebies.
Yep.
Do you ever get the heebie-jeebies? It's heebie-jeebie.
Those are like
Yeah, those are the best jeebies.
Heebie-jeebie.
Get those on sale.
We are now
Really, Vecman?
We are now weaponless. Our contest shall be decided upon skill alone.
You're warped, blacksmith, and if my efforts have spawned such as you, then Moon Knight is a curse.
You are my curse as long as you live.
You've forgotten the most important thing. You're not me.
Help. Hold him, you fool. Hold him.
Kid, jump. Get off.
Chicken away!
No, I've dropped the detonator.
Oh,
Wham.
I hope that wasn't the bomb. Oh, they're down, Moon Knight. Oh, wow. Okay. Boy, kid, you can kill him now. Kill him for making my dad fall in front of the train.
Well, it detonated instantly. It was to have a delayed fuse of 168 hours. If I had connected it, the whole city would have been nuclear waste instantly. We've been betrayed. Latimer planned for us to be destroyed along with the
Hey,
rest of New
Latimer.
York.
Oh, Fatima.
The rest of New York.
Rest of New York!
And the East Coast Communications Grid.
East Coast Communications Grid!
I wish you had died. You tried to blow up New York, and I tried to stop you. And my face just changed. Did we get a new artist in? Am I 30 now?
I like your eyes.
Well, he's on his way to being a complete psychopath, so it's aging him.
Young man or man-child, be quiet. Think about what you're saying. You're talking like Zach.
Mm-hmm.
It is only minutes later, and two ruthless men prepare for imprisonment, and one prepares for a life of crime.
They are betrayed, Michael Douglas. They will testify against the man who hired them.
Oh, my brother! Testify!
They will all face justice. Or
Ooh.
justice.
Get the tables!
I've heard it both ways.
If we don't escape this polka dot room, we'll all be dead. Crisis window! So,
I have learned this night of the moon, my final lesson. I know what you meant concerning my not being as you are. But now I shall be. From this day on, I shall be as you. Blacksmith works for none but blacksmith.
lose the tongs.
They kind of blow it up.
They did kind of blow it up, yeah.
They were kind of lame. You're right.
My dad was wrong. He said the way he fought crime and criminals was how they'd all be stopped. But it was you who caught the ones behind Dad's death.
No, Douglas. Your father was probably right. That fat Latimer will be picked up now by the police. And probably Sting as well. And by your father's colleagues. And by the testimony of Blacksmith and Morris. He'll be put away No more Twinkies for him. Well, not the one he wants. No one murdered your father, but other crimes and manslaughter charges will put them away through the system. Your dad just happened to fall through a hole and died. He's a bad cop.
And by the way,
You stopped him then. Oh, right. And we made it to hour 2. Oh, well, they won't hurt anybody anymore, will they?
Tell me, Douglas, do you like gladiator movies?
I've never seen any.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
No.
Well, I can't promise that, Douglas. Because the system isn't perfect by any means. Maybe that's why I do what I do. Just to give the system a little help.
And push people off buildings.
He jumped.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I gotta do now. Not jump off things or push people off buildings, but help keeping the rotten people from pushing everyone else around and off build. Why do we keep coming back to buildings? Anyway, I have to decide whether to do it on my own, like you, or in the system, like my dad, but not like Blacksmith.
Moon Knight listens to the sound of the pint-sized psycho, and he is gladdened.
I chose the wrong time to stop sniffing glue.
Silently, he departs,
I'm free!
knowing that the shadows he has cast across lives can nurture goodness as well as evil. Alone, but not lonely, a boy ponders a newfound and friend and everlasting memories of a loving father that will shape his future. For it is the truth that if shadows are cast, there must also be Bud Light.
The end. That was nice.
that was good.
There is a backup story, but we're going to pass that since we are late for another reading.
Okay.
And we want to thank you all for watching. Was the most people that had why watching on a Monday night, Moon Knight. 6 people watching. It's awesome. If you haven't done so, please click like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We'll be back in a few minutes for Teen Titans Go. Issues 21 and 22.
Wow.
Ooh, all right. Oh, I don't have that link yet. But we'll
I
be
will
up
send it
soon.
to you in a minute.
Nice. Awesome. See you guys there.
All
Moon
right.
Knight out.